got your entertainment. We got it. You want it, we got it.
Aloha and hello out there, everybody. What's going on? This is Miho with the Too Close to Call podcast, joined as always by my co-host Pags, and this series is the All the Above series.
We need to get that Mano song rocking on this podcast.
All the above, 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 ain't no,
All the above, all the above.
This one's definitely one of my favorites because very little structure means we get to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about here, baby. And I know you, being on an airplane a couple of times this past week, you had to have come across some sort of headline or seen something that caught your eye.
Oh, dude, just brutal traveling this past weekend. Going to Vegas, 4.5-hour flight out there, flight home, connected in Phoenix, and then a red-eye, my first ever red-eye experience. And is there anything more annoying than people trying to cut in front of you when the boarding groups are up? Like a dude who's in boarding group 6 is standing in front of everyone while they're trying to board groups 1 through 5. I'm like, dude, we're all getting on the same damn plane.
Oh, man, I am totally borderline on this topic. It's funny you brought it up because... So first of all, everybody gets up and crowds the line, which I don't understand, right? Like, if you get up when the group in front of you been called, like group 4 and 5's called and you're in group 6, okay, stand up. That's where I'm at. But the move is that once the group in front of you is called and you see every person who's pretty much in that group get in line before they call 6, because by the time you get to the front, they're going to call 6, because once they get to like only 5 people, they'll be like, okay, the rest of you guys get in line, and you're already called by the time you scan, so they're not like, hey, group 4 only, you're in group 6. You're like the first one in group 6 that they scan, and I know it's a little bit of a shit show because you don't feel like waiting for your carry-on luggage when you get there. Right. That's why you carried it on, so you don't have to check and wait at the carousel and shit, and they may lose your bag. So I play a little bit of a game there for sure.
I usually just carry on, but with this flight, I had to bring a bunch of like shoes and shit for the conference I was on, so I had to check a bag, so it didn't matter to me. My backpack was going between my legs, so I didn't need any head over space. So I understand those people, especially when they're like, it's a full flight, you might not be able to fit your thing on there, and that just causes chaos in the terminal.
I'm with you, though. If it's just a backpack and it's going below your legs, I literally wait until last call for boarding and then get on, because it doesn't matter anyway, and it's just a circus. So like, oh, 5 people left? Okay, yeah, I'll get on, because I just got to take a seat and sit down, and we're good.
I did make a veteran move. I got the emergency exit seat on the way out there.
Oh,
and
big
the way
time.
that American did it was my seat was on the end. I always go window seat because I like to have something leaning against it. I don't like being in the access of the aisle. I didn't have a seat in front of me. So I was in row 16. In row 15, there was no seat in front of me. So I literally could lay all the way back. It was freaking amazing.
If only you had that on the red eye coming back. You picked the wrong one to get that seat.
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, man. But what'd you watch on the flights? Did you get into any headlines, read some news, watch some telly? What'd you do?
So I caught 3 movies. 3 movies I had been dying to see, and none of them disappointed. I caught Bohemian Rapsody, the pick about Queen Rami Malek, or whatever his name is, won Best Actor in it. Very good flick. I don't know if you caught that one, but that is a very good movie. Kind of gives you all the insight of Freddie Mercury, and dude, it was crazy.
I did not watch it. I know a bunch of people who have. I did want to see it, but it's one of those, man. I mean, I don't know. That's another market that's being flooded by all these movies now, as everybody's doing these biographies of musicians, and Elton John just had one come out, and I'm curious about them all, man, but they all tend to be a little bit darker than the general public likes to think, man. And some of that shit, I'm just like, yeah, maybe I don't want to know everything that went down. I just want to listen to this dude's music.
I would say it's probably top 3 biopics. Number 1, in my opinion, has to be Straight Outta Compton, about the NWA. That movie is freaking amazing.
There you go.
But I also caught Vice, another biopic about Dick Cheney, and dude, Christian Bale is unbelievable in that movie. Dick Cheney was such an asshole. It was unbelievable the shit he pulled on George Bush. If that's all true, it's unbelievable. And it was
he was pretty much running the country or whatever, right? That's the rumor or the conspiracy that people like to push.
And like Steve Carell's great in it. It's a very good movie. It's from the guy that did Step Brothers and Anchorman, so it has that little comedy aspect to it, but it's also serious at the same time. It's a good one. And then I also caught The Green Book, which I thought was the best of the 3.
Okay.
With Viggo Mortensen, Aragorn, for all you Lord of the Rings fans out there.
Of course, and, from 17 years ago.
Dude, he was great in that movie. It was a very good movie.
That's the one where he's security for a musician or something like that?
Yeah, so a black piano player going to play down in the South, and he's basically his security / bodyguard throughout the whole thing. And it's a good feel-good flick for you to watch.
Interesting, man. I'll have to check those out. Head to Redbox. I'm sure a few of them are out there.
Oh, for sure. I also got another one. Another little headline here that I saw that made me sad. Giraffes are now on the endangered species.
Oh, no way.
Out of nowhere.
Giraffes? They got them at the Philly Zoo.
They have them at the Lehigh Valley Zoo.
Oh, baby.
I fed one a couple weeks ago with James.
Oh, look at you doing your part.
Oh, man. I mean, who the hell's out there killing giraffes? Come on. They're freaking awesome creatures.
Yeah, I don't know, man, what's going on or how they become extinct. Is it only poachers? Is that the only way? It's not like a natural thing that these giraffes aren't figuring it out here anymore?
I'm sure it has to do with a lot of things that we don't even know about, but they're officially on the endangered species list now, so if you have a chance to save a giraffe, get out there and save one, people.
Yeah, do your part out there. Help the giraffes, man. But, oh, gosh. I have like 3 to 4 headlines here of stories that I thought were pretty hilarious from this past week. And we also have one caller who called the hotline here in the past couple of days that has a question and a take for you and I, Pags, that we will dive into here. So, first off, did you see what happened with the New York Mets? They just continue to stay hot. And this one had nothing to do with the product on the field.
Heard about it, but I have not dove into it. You got to tell me about this.
So they were celebrating the 50th anniversary of the World Series winning team from 1969. Perfect. Awesome. Love it, right?
Cool.
However, there was a video montage of deceased players who were on that team. And they put 2 gentlemen on that list as deceased individuals who were alive in the stadium and on the field at the time where they played the montage. They had to apologize to Jim Gosker and Jesse Hudson, who they put on the deceased list. And both of them are out there like, we're ghosts, bitches. We're here to haunt you. Can you see us? No? Okay, cool. Apparently we died.
That is freaking hilarious. Dude, the Mets are such a shit show of an organization. It fills me with joy every single day. When the Phils are losing, I'm like, well, at least the Mets are just absolute disarray.
It's unbelievable, dude. Like, who's doing the research of that? Like, are you not checking it out, or at least type it into Facebook? What are we doing here? I mean, how do you think 2 people, it must have been same name guys or something. You want to give them at least a little bit of benefit of the doubt, but
someone in PR is getting fired.
Yeah, somebody is not doing well. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? The viral video the other day of the Japanese zoo, which did a drill of a lion escape. Hey, we got a lion out of its den. We're going to run a drill on how to corral it. Did you see this video that's floating around the internet? Oh, I'm going to post it on our Too Close to Call page. It's literally a guy standing in a lion costume. Okay?
Yes.
And he's walking down the middle of the walkway in this park and just chilling, looking around, not being crazy, not running around. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, this is what a lion does. So they put up nets on both sides of it to kind of say, hey, this is now like your mini cage. And the guy in the suit starts running at these nets and basically throws his shoulder into them and like knocks over some of these guards as if to be like, oh, the lion's really trying to get out. And then they come in this van, dude, and they stick out this like stick thing that's apparently supposed to be a taser. And they hit him like on the butt, and the guy in the suit is like, oh god, and he like falls down on the ground, and then they jump out and corral him with like 6 people, and it's just the most ridiculous lame thing that's ever happened, and it is hysterical. And the actual lions are in their den looking out, and their faces are just like, what the fuck is happening? They really think this is what we do if we ever got out of here? We'd be chilling right outside here, and then we'd, softly run into this net with a shoulder. Like, oh, man, are these people in for an awakening?
I'm literally eating motherfuckers if I'm a lion and I get out.
Yeah, oh my god, dude, it's hilarious. I'm going to post it because it's been going viral out there, so you're going to see it sooner or later at some point.
I got a hilarious one for you.
What is it? What do we got?
This is the headline. Wisconsin man dubbed serial toilet clogger gets 150 days in jail.
What? No way.
And then, so this guy, I guess, it started in his business, and every day he would come in, a toilet would end up clogged, whether something would be jammed down into it. At first, I thought this dude was just taking massive shits and just clogging the shit out of toilets, but apparently he literally was just shoving water bottles, shoving towels into it, and apparently he went on a spree for 2.5 years of doing this, and the police started investigating and found him. And when they questioned him to see what the reasoning behind it was, he goes, I need to ask for forgiveness, but all I can tell you is I had a very strong urge to do this.
That's good. Oh, yeah, that's a good reason. Guys, it's okay. I just had an urge. It's not a problem. Won't happen again. One of those things.
So he's getting a half a year in jail and 3 years probation for clogging toilets. That is a solid life goal there.
Yeah, let's hope he comes up with a better story once he's in prison and ask why the hell he's there instead of, put a water bottle in like 10 toilets over the course of years.
It's like Home Alone 2. We're the sticky bandits.
Yeah. We're the wet bandits. Now we can label you to every crime you've committed. Congratulations. So, hey, last headline here, and then we'll get into our caller, but apparently wasps, as in like bees, wasps, they're forming massive super nests, and it's partially due to global warming, says the experts. They're forming these super nests because apparently it's getting warmer outside, so there may be multiple queens nesting in one nest at a time. And the Alabama Cooperative Extension System has warned of nets the size of Volkswagen Beetles, with as many as 15,000 wasps in size, up to 4 times the standard largest wasp nest.
So you run into one of those and you disturb them, I'm assuming you're dead.
You got to call the actual people to come in and do what they got to do for sure. There's some pictures on here, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah, yellow jacket super nest found in Alabama, 5,000 wasps, say the expert. If you see a 2 in your yard, there may be 2,000 nearby. Keep an eye out.
Holy shit. I hope they don't make their way up to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, hopefully it stays a little too cold up here and they don't make their way up, man.
Thank God. Dude,
Jesus.
That's fucking terrifying.
No, thank you. I see like 1 or 2 of those guys, and I'm like, I am out of here.
Oh, my gosh. 5,000. Holy moly.
Holy moly, man. But now we're going to transition into our hotline calls. Over the past day or two, we opened up a hotline here, and we got a call already that kind of filters into the all of the above category. So we're going to play that now for you guys, and I'm curious to see Pags' response afterwards.
Hi, this is Danielle. I'm calling all the way from Philadelphia, PA. And I want to know what guys think about game nights. So girls always love getting together with their girlfriends, having game nights, and playing heads up and categories and all that stuff. But do guys even want to be there? Do they like those games? Do they think it's stupid? If they like it, what games do they want to play? What games do they not want to play? Guys always seem like they hate charades, and we just need to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle, for the call. We appreciate it. We appreciate you listening. And the Pags, the question is about game night, and what do you want to play?
I am a big game night guy. I enjoy a nice old board game, but it has to be the right type of game to be engaged with everybody. So I'm talking Cards Against Humanity. Love that game.
Okay.
Categories, you can't go wrong with categories. And catchphrase. Catchphrase, I'm a big fan of catchphrase.
Those are 3 games that I don't know if I played too often, man. I mean, first of all, at the end of Danielle's message, she mentioned charades. Charades is out. Out on charades. Yeah. Hang them up. Who the hell plays charades anymore? That game, no thank you. All these games, all these apps now, you're going to have to do better. And categories, what's that one? I don't know. What is that one?
Categories, you get a letter, and then you have like 5 columns you have to fill out. It'll be like U.S. cities, and you'll have a letter, and you have like 30 seconds to write as many as you can. Okay. And you get an amount of points from them.
I gotcha. All right. I'm a big fan of the heads up, flick down, flick up game. That seems to get the energy going, get people involved there, as well as I think it's called, I don't know, I call it 5-second rule just because that's the rule for food when it falls on the ground, but where you flip over the timer and it says name 3 cereals, and you have to name 3 cereals in 5 seconds, and if you miss it, the next person gets to go, but they can't use the same cereal that you said, and if it comes all the way back around to you, you get to keep the card, and it's first one to like 5 cards, so I enjoy that one, but definitely out on the whole charades, or what is it, Pictionary, where you're up there drawing. I think I love the Geico commercial with the sloth drawing the tandem bicycle. But, yeah, I'm out on that one for game night.
You gotta throw in Cards Against Humanity. You get a little dirty talk on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could get uncomfortable if you don't know the crowd, though, Pags. That was a little risque call by you there.
I'm the guy that goes overly inappropriate because it tends to get the most laughs. So yeah, the awkward silences come my way.
Attaboy. Yeah, everybody, he's the awkward guy.
You need to have drinks if we're going to be doing these things, though.
For sure, of course. And, the wine and cheese and cracker plate, of course.
Nice little salami on a little Gouda with some cracker.
There we go. A little goat cheese action. Huh, babe?
Ooh. There we go. Now we're talking.
And that's date night.
We got ourselves a date night.
That's it. So, but thanks again, Danielle, for the call. Date night. It's a good time. From weekend to weekend. Not all the time. Obviously, it depends on if it's the guy's friends or the girl's friends, kind of which way you're going to go and how inappropriate you can get in Cards Against Humanity. But overall, date night, a lot of fun.
Trivial Pursuit.
No Monopoly. All right. Oh, man. But if you guys have any questions, takes, want to know anything at all, give us a headline out there that you've seen that you want us to talk about. We'd love your help. The number is 484-238-0735. Couldn't come up with anything catchy, the jingle or something, but it's 484-238-0735 at Too Close to Call Cast, the number 2 both times on all your social media platforms. And follow us, like us, comment, subscribe, give us 5 stars. We love you guys. We appreciate the interaction, and we'll talk to you guys again very soon.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Got your